Let's talk about nomenclature of acid halides. So here they are in this derivatives. We are replacing the OH in the acid by a halide. And this is what we have. Let's start here, which is, say, the easiest. The parent compound here is acetic acid, where we will have an OH here. So there are a couple of names. We have the common name and the IUPAC name. If you think of acetic acid, is this. So here you will say acetyl chloride. So we're going to be naming the halide last. But this has also a systematic name, and this is numbering the carbon. And when you do that, we need to say, use a prefix eth. So ethanoil, and chloride. I ran out of space. Okay, this comes from benzoic acid, if you think of an OH here. So we're going to change that termination, and we're going to say benzoyl. So benzoic acid, and now we're going to say oil for our termination. So this is benzoyl chloride. Now, let's move on to this. In doing this one first, you're going to be assigning carbon number 1 to the carbon that is the carbonyl group here. So carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then, of course, we need to identify my substituents, and I have 3 methyl groups here. So when I list that, I'm going to say trimethyl. So now for the name, hex is my prefix. So hexanoyl chloride. Again, I have changed the termination. If the acid would be hexanoic acid, if it is the acid halide, is a hexanoyl chloride, or bromide in this case. So, and now I need to list the substituents. So this is 2, 3, 5 trimethyl. 2, 3, 5 trimethyl hexanoyl chloride. Okay. There's another acid halide. Remember that when we have, let's do the parent acid, the acid it comes from, right? That's this. If you have this is cyclopentane, carboxylic acid. So we're going to start doing the same. We're going to say cyclopentane. But then we're going to say carbonyl bromide. So cyclopentane. I'm going to run out of room, so I'm going to go down. Carbonyl bromide. Right? So let's separate this thing. This is another problem, right? And then I need to say this is T20, that's T20 is isopropyl. And here, notice that here I have assigned carbon number 1 to the carbonyl group in the acid halide, but here I'm going to be assigning the number 1 to the carbon in the ring that has this. So 1, 2, and 3. So this is 3 isopropyl cyclopentane carbonyl bromide. So that is a small difference here. In this case, I have numbered this 1, 2, so ethanoyl chloride or acetyl chloride. And here again, I have chosen this. But when I have this type of structure, cyclic alkanes, then this becomes a carbonyl bromide. So you assign the carbon number 1 to the carbon where this functional group is attached. And of course, this is a right number because if I did the numbering the other way, then this will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's the correct numbering. So, all right. So let's get to the anhydrides in another video. So this is, again, for the acid chloride, you change the termination, oil, chloride, or bromide. Or if it is a ring like cyclopentane, cyclohexane, do that similar to here. Name the cyclic structure as this is your parent chain, and then you say carbonyl, bromide, or chloride. The same way here you said cyclopentane, carboxylic acid. So we're going to be using this as your parent chain.